Magandang buhay at hanap buhay. My name is Daryl and I'm one of the founding members of Start Virtual. So what is Start Virtual? Start Virtual is a headhunting agency. So nagpo-provide kami ng work to a lot of aspiring virtual assistants out there. We've already served thousands of clients in the US, and we've already given thousands of jobs to freelancers and virtual assistants out there who wants to work from home. So today, I'll be so happy to share some helpful tips, give you some idea ano ba yung mga perks ng pag-work from home. And well, we will be discussing a little bit as well how you can start to work from home if you wish to shift from your office work or your business to becoming a virtual assistant, right? And ano yung difference, ano yung challenges. We'll be very transparent about those things as well. Kasi syempre, gusto ko you're really prepared bago ka mag-shift to this new adventure in your life. And why are we including travel? I'm just a travel enthusiast. I've been to different countries, different places here in the Philippines, and gusto ko lang i-share yung idea na if you are going to work from home or remotely, it's a more flexible type of setup. Basically, you can do more things than just working, then going back home and resting, and then the following day back to work again, commute, be stuck in traffic, and your life will be like an endless routine or the same old S kumbaga. Sabi nga nila. So, yeah, how can you have a better life and a better work-life balance if you're going to shift to working from home? Of course, I'm not gonna say that working from home is for everyone. Syempre, it does work for a lot of people, and more people are shifting to that direction with their career. But not everyone is comfortable to do that, or maybe they don't have enough knowledge about it. So at the end of the day, it will be up to you to make that decision. If this is the direction I want for my life, for my career, yeah, we're here to just give you more information, more knowledge, more awareness about working from home so you can make that informed decision, kumbaga. And yeah, so let's get started, okay? So first of all, if you want to work from home, the easiest way to start working from home is, well, number one, you have to invest first. What do I mean? Does it sound like an MLM or a marketing thing? Hindi to power. But in any type of job, I would say, or any source of income, it's normal for people to invest on something first. Kasi kahit naman mag-work ka from the office, or if you're gonna go for an office setup type of job or sa government or whatnot, you still have to invest, right? For example, you have to buy presentable clothes. If you're required to wear a corporate attire every time, you have to invest on that, right? Kailangan mo ng savings, enough funds for your transportation cost. Yun, syempre at first, magko-commute, pag magko-commute ka, if you're gonna start working, kailangan mo yun, right? Kasi kailangan mo ng funds for commute, kailangan mo ng funds for baon, kailangan mo funds for all the expenses na kailangan mo in order for you to be able to report for work. What else? What are the other things that you have to invest on? Syempre, kung may mga requirements na you have to submit right at the beginning, they will be transparent about what you have to complete, right? So, in all of majority of these requirements, when you apply for it or try to get it from the government offices, there are certain fees involved as well, right? Kung kukuha ka ng NBI clearance, police clearance, barangay, or copies of your transcripts and all that, normally, it would cost you as well, right? Or if you need to get some IDs or renew your IDs or whatever, that it will always incur costs. So, katulad lang ng mga office setup or government type of work that's offered out there, kailangan mong mag-invest, especially if you're working from home. Ano ba yung difference ng working from home and working at the office? Siyempre, you have to provide most of the time you have to provide your own equipment and you have to provide your own internet connection, right? Given na syempre power, if you don't have electricity, then how can you work from home? Kung wala kang internet, how can you work from home? So those are the things that you should be able to provide. And depende sa agencies or companies out there that offer work from home jobs. There are a few that provides equipment, but very rare yan. And normally BPOs would offer that, but now they're slowly shifting to office work or office setup, back to office setup again. And kapag work from home ka, you have to really invest on your equipment. So when you say equipment, that would be your computer or laptop, headset, noise canceling most of the time. What else? Of course, all the accessories that you need, like mouse, keyboard, and all that. If you're using a desktop, if you're using a laptop, usually meron naman na yung touchpad and keyboard. Pero mas maganda pa rin if you have a separate mouse. So it's, more convenient and comfortable for you to work because it's easier to click on the mouse than to use a touchpad. What else? Definitely you'd need good camera, right? So if you have a built-in camera already in your laptop, that's fine as long as, it's clear. Hindi naman lahat would require a very clear camera, especially if you're just using it during meetings lang naman. But if you're meeting with a client or you're client facing, even better if you have a good camera quality. Say, especially when you're in sales, for example, or you're representing an organization, it will look more professional if you have a clear camera and a clean background. Well, this is not a good example of a clean background, daming clutter. Should be clutter free as much as possible, or you can use a virtual background, right? So that's also the other option that you have there. Make sure that you have a well lit room as well, meaning clear talaga, may ilaw. If you need to buy a ring light, or just make sure that you're on the right angle, there's enough lighting so that it won't look dark, or you'd be recognizable. In terms of internet connection naman, majority of the providers out there, basta importante here is it's a postpaid type of service versus prepaid kasi mas magastos ang prepaid one and it's not stable because if it's prepaid, usually data lang. So might as well go for a wired connection. And usually agencies would require wired connection. And when they do their tools testing or systems testing, which is usually the first part of the whole recruitment process, they will test that out if you're on wired connection. Pwede rin namang Wi-Fi every now and then. And there are agencies that would allow that. Pero even better if it's wired kasi mas stable, right? Lesser chances na magkakaroon ng interruption with the internet. It's okay to have, and there are agencies that will accept one computer and one internet, when you're starting. But normally you would have to commit to investing in a backup computer, laptop, and backup internet. Why? Siyempre, naman, here in the Philippines, sobrang uso yung outages pagdating sa mga internet service providers. So, pag sa sign up ka for a backup internet, just make sure it's a different provider. Kasi pag parehas, for example, sister companies, ano ba mga sister companies? Usually PLDT and Smart, I believe. Isang company lang yan. So, highly likely that pag down yung isa, parehas down. So, might as well get a competitor for the other provider, for the backup internet connection. Right? Same time, for the computer, if there's someone at home who owns another computer, maybe you can borrow it as a backup computer. Para lang there's continuity, right? That's part of the usual business continuity that is required when you're working from home. You have to understand that they would have to rely on your backup because If there will be interruption of service, for example, di mo ma-serve yung client mo because lagi kang nagkakaroon ng outages in the with the internet, or you're having issues with your computer, then it could be a reason for them to terminate your contract. Why? Na if you guys have goals that you have to meet, or meron kayong mga deadlines, and nasisira yung momentum because of that, or laging nagkakaroon ng cause of delay or poor outcome sa performance, or sa ina-anticipate na goal because of those system issues and connectivity issues, same as power outage. So you have to be ready to have a backup power source. It could be UPS, or it could also be, well, it could be, kasi hindi naman lahat may generator. In the near future, pag talagang kumikita ka na, and you really want to invest, again, investing is key here, then maybe you can eventually, and forgive me, there are cats in there. Another perk of working from home, you can be with your loved ones and, your fur babies. So going back to my point, yeah, those are some of your options for backup power source. Pero kung wala, dapat meron ka ring backup location. Para kung talagang worst case scenario, wala kang other source of power, hopefully you could travel somewhere nearby, maybe a cafe, or a relative of yours na merong kuryente available, then that should be your backup location. Again, hindi lang naman yung client mo yung magkakaroon ng loss. Ikaw din, right? Because typically, if there are hours that you missed or days that you've missed and you weren't able to work, then it's not fair that you invoice them for that or they pay you during those hours. So, pay cut din for you yun, na dapat productive ka dong araw na yun. Or even if hindi ka nila hindi ka magkaroon ng deduction, let's say, because they are too nice. Pag laging nangyayari, if it's too frequent, if it happens too often, and they feel like it's becoming a habitual thing na hindi mo na ginagawa ng paraan, then definitely, in the long run, they will make that, difficult decision of letting you go. Kasi nga, maraming masyadong interruption sa service or maraming downtime, as we call it. So, it's best that you invest. It's always best to invest. So that's the first thing. When you invest on tools and in your internet connection and a backup location or power source, higher chances na magiging successful ka and lesser risk of losing a contract. Diba? So yun naman yung goal natin. You want a stable job, a stable source of income. So in order for your client or the agency that's providing you clients, in order for them to give you a stable job opportunity, then you have to make sure that you're also a stable contractor or service provider. So there. So that's one. Invest. Always best to invest. Second is research. You have to always be prepared for any type of job interview or any type of job that you wish to apply for. Research, right? So you should have an idea about the company or your potential client prior to your interview schedule or prior to even applying for the job. Then you should always do your homework or research. Always better to be prepared kasi parang sinayang mo lang yung oras mo and yung oras ng client mo, and most importantly, the opportunity to land on a job if you're not researching. So everything's in Google and in YouTube now, right? So those are your usual search engines. Research about working from home, research about being a VA, research about what are the usual skill set or tasks that you can learn, and don't just research, upskill yourself. It's best that you have more to offer. It's good and important to know your niche. Kumbaga, where am I good at? San ba ako talaga bihasa? What's my expertise that I can highlight? And it's important that you're equipping yourself with as much skills that's related to to the strengths that you have or the experience that you have. The need changes and evolves very, very quickly. So, kailangan updated ka. Ano ba yung mga tools na dapat alam kong gamitin? What are the usual tasks kailangan mga clients right now? So, for example, you worked in a call center before and you were on the outbound side of things, like more on telemarketing or appointment setting, lead generation over the phone, then that's what you have to highlight. Kasi if that's where you are more experienced in, and that's where you're really shining and thriving, then that could be your highlight, right? So now you research what are the usual possessions on the work from home setup currently. What are those roles or positions that are relevant to what you used to be very good at, or you're still very good at, pero what you used to do when you were on the BPO, or currently maybe you're still an outbound telemarketer, for example, or an appointment setter. Meron naman tayong mga sales positions, meron namang mga appointment setting positions, especially in the real estate field. Yan yung karamihan ngayon eh. Or sa medical field or insurance. Yan yung mga typical na nangangailangan ng mga appointment setters or telemarketers or sales representatives. So you should know what to highlight. Kasi when you do your research and you were able to check what their needs are as a business, then it's much easier for you to put emphasis on that. Let them hear what they need to hear, which is, I am the right match for you, right? So when you're done with investing and you're done with your research, it's about time to start. Kasi walang mangyayari kung puro planning lang, researching, preparing lang, but you're not really making a move to start. If you wish to start as a virtual assistant na directly hired by a client, there's a lot of ways. So one, I would say, ito yung top 3 lang yung share ko para hindi ka naman ma-overwhelm. We have Upwork. So just go to upwork.com, create a profile there, or you can also go to onlinejobs.ph. So that's also a very good platform, especially for Filipinos. A lot of people starts from there. Or you can also go to Facebook groups and pages where people are looking for virtual assistants, or a group for clients looking for VAs in the Philippines or remote workers. Marami yan. So just search the right keyword in Facebook. Type in work from home jobs or virtual assistant jobs, and create a nice Facebook profile as well that would highlight your skills and your experience and your portfolio. Yeah, and if there are postings in there wherein clients are seeking for VAs, work from home, remote workers, then try to comment or try to send them a direct message. So those are the 3 different platforms that you can visit and create a profile in, where so you can start seeking for that opportunity, and you'll be out there. You'll be spreading awareness that, hey, I'm available, and you will be highlighting that these are my your key skill sets, what were your roles before, which relevant skills do you have that matches the skill set they're looking for, and the actual role that they need help in. And I'll be honest, if you're going to start from scratch and you want to be directly hired by a client, the competition is really challenging because a lot of people are doing that right now. And of course, you'll be competing with people who already has experience being a VA. Kumbaga, marami na silang maha-highlight work experiences na relevant. And you may have a chance and everyone has a chance, especially if you're really good in interviews. You just need to have that opportunity to be interviewed and to showcase how good you are, right? And share your relevant skills. Pero syempre, the first thing that they'll be looking at is the cover letter, for example, or the resume or the CV. And if they see that this person is more experienced than you are, then that's going to be the problem. Because it will be more difficult for you to be noticed. Kumbaga. So, what will you do? It's not the end of the world if you're having, and there will be a lot of rejections. I am not gonna sugarcoat it. There will be a lot of rejections, but remember that rejections are just redirection to a much better opportunity. So sometimes some things are not for us or not for us just yet. There's proper timing for everything, right? When I started din naman, kahit nung sa BPO background ko, there wasn't much opportunity for me. I tried numerous times and got declined. I got rejected by different call center companies decades ago. Kaya sabihin yung decade, pero it is what it is. But yeah, when I was starting yung nagsastart pa lang mag-boom ang call center industry, it was really hard. It was very difficult to be hired kasi nga, maraming nauna sa akin na experience na rin, right? Or who has better English communication skills, or who has better background or relevant experience. But the moment that you get hired by someone, if someone just opens a small window for you, kahit hindi pa nga door, diba? Yun na yung start. Kapag mayroon ng isang nagtiwala and you did the right thing, for example, you get hired from Upwork or from online jobs, remember may mga ratings and reviews. So if you scored well, even if you parted ways with your client, kung maganda ang feedback sa'yo, mas madali kang makakapasok. So ganda yung overall score mo. Hindi ka makakapasok ulit sa bagong trabaho, or it's easier to be hired by someone else. Kasi maganda yung feedback eh. So you have to really take care of the job when it's already there. Right? Really give your best. Kasi you don't want to be blacklisted. That's the worst that can happen. That's Benny Boy, by the way. Hi, Benny. And that's this Journey. So that's two of the 7 cats I have here at home. Anyway, so yeah, so it's very important that, well, one, be ready for rejections. You will be disappointed at first, and you're lucky if you won't be because you get to land on a job right away, or you're really good. Let's hope that that is what's going to happen on your first attempt to apply for a work from home job. Pero syempre, maging realistic tayo. It will take a lot of tries, and it will take a lot of upskilling and learning from your failure, learning from your mistake. So it's very important na pag nagkakamali ka or nare-reject ka or nade-deny ka for an offer, then try to think about what could you have done better in that interview maybe, or on the assessment that you were given and all that, right? So always learn from all the challenges and all the failures that you will be initially having. There's always going to be a learning experience from all of that, right? So yun, so wag mawawala ng pag-asa agad. Nangyayari yan. Others, it takes months before they land on a job. It takes years even for some, worst case scenario. Pero if you're really observant on what you're doing and what you've done good and what could you improve on, I would suggest you record your interviews even, kasi experience is the best teacher. So there. So you'll definitely learn from all of that. Pero importante pa yung research and preparation talaga, like I said. So videos din sa YouTube on some VA interviews. And here in Taravaho, we're going to provide as many tips that as we can, give, as many tips that we can give para it will not be as hard for you And what's good as well is we're here to help. So I mentioned that there are those three platforms if you want to work directly with a client. Ang mahirap lang doon is the competition, like I said. Pero the other option or the other direction you can go is to work with an agency. There's a lot of agencies out there, but of course, I want to talk about the agency that I own, and that's helped, since 2020, especially during the pandemic, because it's heartbreaking. A lot of Filipino, not just call center agents, but a lot of Filipinos lost their jobs during that time. Kasi nga, the offices cannot operate, right? Maraming business na nag-close down as well. Ang daming nawalan ng trabaho. Even BPOs were affected. Some were able to offer work from home jobs, and that's Negra. She's sleepy. Some were able to offer work from home jobs and were even able to provide equipment to their agents, pero not everyone was able to do that. Unfortunately, some had to like pause or completely stop operations. And same way, the clients can in the U.S. As well. I would say even in other parts of the world experience the same problem na they cannot operate their business because of the same reason. So that's where we saw an opportunity na, hey, why don't we offer remote work to our co-Filipino workers who lost their jobs? And at the same time, help these business owners continue to run their business with remote help from experienced and trained professionals. And that's when Start Virtual started. So we basically trained, of course, we sourced, hired, and trained virtual assistants. And we started with appointment setting. And we started with a very specific niche, which is real estate in the US. So they're the ones who are also really affected by the lockdowns and stuff during the COVID-19. We offered them virtual assistants that are already trained and who has relevant experience in outbound appointment setting. So diyan kami nag-start, and that's where we were able to give jobs to hundreds of freelancers or contractors or virtual assistants, and hundreds of when we were starting, hundreds of clients agad yung natulungan namin to continue running their business, closing deals for their real estate projects and campaigns. And it all started from there, and we were able to grow it to different verticals as well, like insurance. And now the biggest that we have is bookkeeping. So, yeah, we'll definitely share more information focusing on certain topics that will really help you if you wish to be a virtual assistant. And yeah, we would like to share more perks of working from home. You won't have to worry about traffic anymore. You don't have to worry about wasting hours of your day to commute or yung mga expenses ng office setup. Like, syempre, bibili ka pa ng complete outfit na corporate na nakakayang pumasok na same, same outfit when you have to report for work every day. Ano pa, there's a lot of peer pressure when you're working in an office setup. Syempre, mga inuman, let's go Starbucks ourselves, let's go shopping. And that's fun every now and then. I'm not telling you not to enjoy your life, but that's good every now and then. Pero you can save more if you're working from home because you're sometimes minsan aminin niyo napipilitan na lang din kayo kasi gusto niyo rin makisama, di ba? And there's a lot more expenses, and the safety is definitely one of the biggest things, especially graveyard shift tayo. If we're working in a call center, for example, plus weather disturbances, sometimes um, is one of the reasons why we have to miss work, right? Yun, tag-ulan, bumabagyo, Diyos ko po, baha everywhere. Ang hirap mag-commute, and you have no choice but to be absent for the day. So galit na yung TL mo, galit na yung supervisor mo kasi hindi ka nakapasok, ayaw mo din namang umabsent, wala kang choice, di ba? Kasi you will also have a pay cut because you won't be able to work on that day. So that's a day worth of pay or salary missed as well. So, wala namang may gusto pero wala rin choice kasi alam mo lumangoy ka, di ba? We're not really that waterproof as they say. Yung krimen, kahit na nag-grab ka minsan, Diyos ko, hindi ka pa rin safe, unfortunately. That's the reality right now. Dami naman nila lalabasan sa gabi. So, if you're working from home, lesser yung risk, right? And there's plenty more. And just the fact that you're with family, napakasarap ng feeling, and with your fur babies, like those, nakakaalis ng stress, nakakaalis ng worry na are they safe at home. You're also able to do more things kasi nga you save time, the usual commute time. So you can be more productive. Pwede kang mag-part-time. Here in Start Virtual, we allow part-time work as long as it's not during your work hours with Start Virtual and it's not a competitor that you're working with. So, may mga ganun, may mga agencies na hindi naman strict when it comes to you having that other source of income. So yeah, those are the perks of working from home. And just to wrap up, in order for you to be ready to work from home, one, invest. Second, research and upskill yourself. Third, find the right platform. May it be an online platform so you can be directly hired by a client, which is some examples would be Upwork, onlinejobs.ph, and Facebook groups and pages. The other direction would be to work with an agency who knows what they're doing and who already has access to clients. So it's much easier for you to be connected with the clients. And at the same time, most of these agencies would offer either training or mentoring or briefing or interview preparations. So yung chances more really higher because they'll provide some additional steps for you to be prepared and be ready to work with the client. Right? So if you like what we discussed today, there will be more. Kumbaga, ano pa lang yan. It's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more that we will be offering here in Tarabaho channel. I will be posting some more tips, some more videos that will help you prepare to be a virtual assistant. There's always going to be a lot of work opportunity that we can offer kasi like I said, I'm a founding member of Start Virtual that offers jobs right now to aspiring VAs. So if you wish to be a Start Virtual VA, you feel like you're ready na and you have all the, you did the first two, which is to invest on your equipment and internet connection and additional power source or at least a backup location. And you already did your research. You had enough upskill. Well, watching this video right now is one of the steps, the right steps you can make to learn more about the VA setup or the work from home setup. So congratulations for making that first move. But definitely there's a lot more that we want to share. You can search for Start Virtual Careers in Facebook. Again, that's Start Virtual Careers and join that group and you'll be able to learn more about our openings. If you are ready, you feel that you can already start applying for a virtual assistant type of work, then I welcome you to go ahead and apply. Just go to startvirtual. There's a careers page in there. Just fill out the form and our recruitment team will be reaching out to you and will be assisting you in the next steps. Right? So stay tuned for the next episodes, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned important bits of knowledge. These are very basic and general information I shared, pero mas marami pa tayong topics on the upcoming days and weeks. So I'm excited to share those with you guys. If you have questions or if you have to reach out to us here in Start Virtual, you can go ahead and visit our website, startvirtual.com. Go careers page and send us a message there or submit your application. Or you can also go to Start Virtual Careers page in Facebook. And there, I will be sharing the links in the description below. Looking forward to see you again. So what are you waiting for? Tara, katrabaho! Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.